What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got another game against Dan. It's another rematch against Dan. This is right after I played a game against Mark with the Orcs and Goblins player, and basically we wanted to try out and get a a different idea. He wanted to try out a different list on me, as well as I'm just still practicing with my guys. Ocon is next week, guys. I have like 1 week to say this is my list and I'm going with it, which I'm pretty confident with this list up to a point. There's some things I want to add, but I just can't. I don't have the time to paint them up, or I don't have the points to play with. Excuse me. So yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna go over what we brought on the table today, and sure enough, let's start off with my side. So we got my Gnasher herd, 29 Gnashers. These guys are just devastating. The Pac-Men, they're just devastating. Couple attacks each, and good initiative is what it is. Over here I have my A-Rock, my trusty Gargantula Spider. I have my 24 Goblins with the Mother's Gift banner. Excuse me. I have originally King Koopa. He is, but this is an upgraded King Koopa. So I'll figure out what Judge Koopa. That's what it is. Judge Koopa. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a better name. But anyways, he's basically a Goblin Lord on a monstrous spider. He has a couple goodies. He has basically Chicken Head's loadout, which is just changed his mount. Over here I have my characters. I have on the left that is Baxter, my level 2 of Shadow. Right in the middle that is Kabuto the Python, the Lore of Wilderness, level 2, and then on the right that is Longshot, which is a goblin on a spider mount, and a Skull Splitter bow, or Skull Splitter magic item. Over here I have my Goblin Raiders, 5 of them. I have my 2 Git launchers in the background, you can see them, and then I have, over here I have a unit of 12 Orcs with crossbows, heavy armors, and shields, and then over here I have my Horde, 34 Orc Ed Bashers with the BSB in there. The BSB is Bebop. He has Ironhide banner to protect these guys from shooting. Then I have my General War Boss Dread Iron Tooth. He is a Orc Lord with 7 attacks, 2 up armor, and a 4 up ward. This guy's just awesome. I just like him for exactly how he is. Riding on top of Nidhogg. As for my magic spells, I got the Redwood Shaft, I got the Beast Within, I got the Swarm of Insects, the Orb of Blackness, and Shadow Miasma. As for my opponent, Dan, I don't know if I have a picture of his army. I don't think I do. We're just going to have to see a picture when we get up, when we show who he has, how he lined up. But for his magic spells, he has the Phoenix Rises, the the Drain Magic, the Cataclysm, and the Arcane Dissolution. Basically, he has a bound spell, and he has this one spell. I think it's Arcane Dissolution is one that'll destroy one of my magic items, and I don't like that spell. That spell kind of scares me. It could really destroy the use of a character. And then the other one is he could take away a Remain in Play spell. So that's really interesting as well. Over here, as you can see, you can kind of see his army. On the left, he has 2 bolt throwers. In the right next to the giant Frost Phoenix, there's a unit of Queen's Guard. He has an eagle. He has a giant block of Lion Guard. He has another bolt thrower. Then he has a block of Coast Guard, and then his level 4 is in that unit of Coast Guard, and I believe that's his general as well. His BSB is inside the unit of Lion Guard, and then he has another eagle on the far side, which you can't see. I think that's all he brought, though. I don't think he brought any chaff units. And oh, he has a unit of we actually have it over here, Highborn Lancers on this side. But before I get to that picture, I'll show it to you in a second. I have, as you can see, I have a building on my side of the table, and that building's kind of in a bad spot. It kind of limits my usage of my frontage. So what I did was I bunkered down. I put the A-Rock holding up that side, basically protecting the the flank if he decides to try to go in through the behind the building. That way my orcs are protected, my war machines are protected. My war machines are just tucked in there; they're not going anywhere. Dread's kind of hiding behind the building because he sees some ballistas that could shoot the crap out of him. And then I just kind of like I said, it's just basically bunkered in. I have my Nashers. If I were to do this differently, I would put the Nashers where the Forest Goblins are and the Forest Goblins where the Nashers are, because the Nashers are kind of blocking my own orcs from getting out. But it's okay. Over on this side, as you can see, like I said, he has his Highborn Lancers, he has his Eagle, and I'm sorry, but Dan's face in this picture is priceless. He's just like staring off, like I don't know what the hell he's looking at. He's like thinking, like I don't know. I have no clue. But you can see Longshot on the right. I just put Longshot out here. He's actually a scout because he's on a Scuddler Spider, so I figured I might as well use it. So I put him over here by the Eagle. I figured originally my plan was go around the Eagle, go around the Lancers, and start popping off people from the backside on the other side. In that case, either he has to turn and shoot me, or he has to waste his bolt throwers to try to kill him. So I take my Vanguard. My Vanguard moves up a little bit more. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 1. I believe I took the first turn. I'll find out in 2 seconds. No, he does. All right, turn 1, Highborn Elves. And as you can see, this is kind of like how we started. First thing he does is he moves his Eagle right here behind Longshot. So that way I can't get a clear shot. I have to move around. Not only that, but he doesn't want me marching. So it's going to make me do a leadership check. He moves up his Highborn Lancers up this way. And Dan just mentioned this to me too the other day on Facebook. And I told him from the beginning he had my A-Rock pinned in with his Lancers. I gotta to get out of their line of sight, I have to full march all the way out over to the right. Didn't really happen. And the point is, I just kind of wanted to use the A-Rock as a flank protector. Over here you can see the Queen's Guard went into the woods. I did Vanguard these guys up on the left over here too, by the way. I think I did that late though. I was like, oh shit, I forgot the Vanguard on that side. Okay, whatever. So he moves up his Eagle over here to the side flank of these guys, and then nope, he doesn't. Take that back. He decides against that. He moves back over here. He barely moves everybody else though. He wants to use his turns to shoot, and that's basically the best thing he can do. Magic phase, he got 5 power dice. He goes ahead and throws up that Arcane Dissolution right away, man. Right the fuck away. And I was like, no, Dispel Scroll. Bam! So then he goes ahead and throws up a couple dice onto the other spell, and I just throw all my dice and blow it up. He doesn't really have much else. Over here, it's going to start off his shooting phase. His Queen Guard are shooting their magical fire freaking bows at my goblins. And did they kill my goblins? How did this go? Oh! They hit him twice. They did 2 wounds, but I armor saved him. Oh, that's awesome. So he's like, what the hell? So he goes ahead and starts shooting these bolt throwers at him, and they pick off 1. He uses the other bolt thrower, and it picks off 2 more, causes them to panic. They're going to go ahead and run this way. That sucks. That was right in the beginning. That really sucks, because now they're in my way. It's going to go ahead and start off Orcs and Goblins turn 1. This is how the table looks. So right off the bat, I think his Lancers need. That's interesting. Personally, I'm just looking at this right now. I think his Lancers need to be with the Phoenix. I know he has his Phoenix with his Lion Guard, so they can slow him down, and the Lion Guard just destroy whoever. But I think his Lancers could benefit from the -1 strength that it gives. If it still gives -1 strength, I think it does. I'm not sure. But not only that, but they keep up with a good speed. So as you can see, I kind of moved the A-Rock out so he could web launch some guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to web launch his Coast Guard, and then I go ahead and I move up both units of the Nashers and the Orcs. I was thinking about this too. I should probably have the Orcs blocking the Nashers, because the Nashers get shot, they're dead. The Orcs, they have an armor save and a ward save. I move up Koopa, and I move up the Forest Goblins on the left over there, and I have my crossbow guys sit back, and they're in perfect range to shoot the Phoenix, actually. So basically that's how it looks. Over on this side, he did block my march check. That sucks! So I go ahead and I just move over a couple of inches this way facing his Eagle, and I'm just going to go ahead and blast the Eagle. Magic Face got 9 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up a couple dice onto Shadow Miasma, lower the ballistic skill of his bolt thrower. He lets it go through. Then I go ahead and I throw up the Redwood Shaft on only a couple dice, like 3 dice, I think. I got double 6s. God damn it! Goes off, and I shoot it at his eagle. I just try, or his phoenix. In reality, I think I did this to get his dice out, and I was gonna go ahead and shoot something else with something else. I forgot what it was, but he didn't stop it because he wants me to miscast. I shoot the phoenix. He ward saves, and I end up losing 2 spells. I lose the Swarm of Insects and the Redwood Shaft. Brain dead Kabuto. God damn it! I think he might have one more spell up his sleeve, though. I think he has the Beast Within. That's what he has. Over here, Longshot's going to go ahead and start off shooting phase. He takes out 2 wounds on that eagle, but doesn't finish it off. These guys over here, they're going to shoot at the big phoenix, and they end up doing 1 wound onto him. These guys over here, they're going to go ahead and shoot at his Queensguard. They end up killing off Queensguard. Even though he has skirmishers and is in the trees, I still get 1. I don't even think I got any poison shots. I think I just actually had a hit and wound. Over here, going to shoot the web launcher at those same Queensguard, and it misfires, and I take a wound. Shit. Going to go ahead and shoot this guy, misfires. Going to go ahead and shoot this guy, misfires. Are you fucking kidding me? 3 misfires in a row. I did not use that dice for the rest of the game. I found another freaking dice to use. I was just like digging in like, this dice is fucking cursed. I gotta get rid of this fucking dice. God damn it. It's gonna start off Highborn Elves turn 2. Highborn Elves turn 2. He doesn't charge here. He just goes around my guy, again, to chaff him up. Sorry for the blurry picture. He does charge over here, his Highborn Lancers into the A-Rock. I stand and shoot, and he's like, does it stand and shoot? I was like, yeah, you didn't know it stand and shoots? I was like, I got bows. It didn't matter. I actually wounded like 2 or 3, but it didn't matter. He has like a 2-up armor, and he gets in. Magic phase, he got 10 power dice. He's going to go ahead and do Arcane Disillusion, and he throws 4 dice on it and gets 3 6s, and I'm just like, you know what? This sucks. He's doing it onto Koopa. Koopa has 3 items. He has the Fireproof Helmet, which I was going to have Koopa charge into his Queensguard, because if they stand and shoot, it doesn't matter. They're flaming shots. I got a freaking 2 of ward against flame. So I was just like, alright, that's what Koopa's going for the Queensguard, but no. Besides that, I have the regen item, and then besides the regen item, I have a Sword of Might. So it's like I'm gonna lose one of those 3, and I used up my Dispel Scroll, and I look at the dice. He has 4 dice. I didn't have that many dice to begin with, and I'm like, he has right now a 22 or something like that, 24, 25 roughly. I need a roll, not including the plus D3. I'm like, I can't roll that. I'm like, I really need to roll 3 6s and a couple extra dice to get to that. And I'm just like, just dude, do it. So he's gonna do it, and he makes Koopa lose his Dragon Helm. So Koopa does not have the Dragon Helm. That sucks. He rolls for his miscast. He rolls Snake Eyes. He rolls because he rolled 4 dice, and it sucks his wizard into the void. Takes a big template, strength 6, takes out that whole chunk of Coast Guard. Holy shit, check that out. He killed at least 10 Coast Guard and took his general on turn 2's miscast. Woo! Loss of the Dragon Helm, I think it's worth it. I honestly think that was a good trade-off right there. Oh, I don't have to worry about magic anymore. Oh, that's awesome. Shooting phase. His Queensguard are going to start shooting at Koopa, and like I said, he's now getting... I still have I'm down to a 2-up armor because I was 1-up armor, but now I'm down to a 2-up armor. He's going to do 1 armor piercing, which is going to knock me down to a 3-up armor, and they're flaming shots, and they go through my regen. I take a wound. Shit. Over here, he's going to go ahead and shoot his bolt thrower. It hits Koopa, and it does nothing, I think. Yeah, it does nothing. He goes ahead and shoots this other bolt thrower at him, and he's doing like the multi-shot. He's not doing the single shot. And he gets 2 shots in, but I armor save both of those. And then he's going to go ahead and he's like, ah, screw it, I'm wasting my shots on Koopa. Let me kill off some Forest Goblins. So he shoots this one at the Forest Goblins. He only kills off one. He's going to go ahead and shoot with the Sea Guard over here. Kills off 3 of my squigs. And that is it. We're going to go to close combat. Close combat, his charge from his Highborn Elves, he does 3 wounds. 3 onto my A-Rock. My A-Rock attacks back, does 2 wounds back. Okay? So now, he has a charge, a rank, a banner, 3 wounds, which is a 5. I'm losing. I only did 2 back. I go ahead and I roll. The general is literally exactly 18 inches away from the A-Rock. I roll the dice and the A-Rock sticks. Woo! The BSB is not close enough, by the way. I think I tried to move the BSB close enough. I think he might have just been out of range. But if I didn't get it on the general's bubble, I would have lost the A-Rock right there. But the A-Rock sticks because of that. He's gonna clog the hole like planned. And we're gonna go into we're gonna go to Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Koopa is charging in. I just gotta get into. I mean, I'm a strider in the forest. That's not a problem. I could get into those guys, and once I'm in close combat, they're not gonna be able to do shit. So I go ahead and I roll, and he does stand and shoot. He goes ahead and stand and shoots, and he fucking kills me. Oh shit! 3-up armor isn't shit right now because of that. Damn. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. As you can see, I actually try to charge Dread into the side flank of the side of the Highborn Lancers, but because of the building's in my way, and I couldn't clear that corner. I couldn't get a clip in, and I'm not in their front, so I have to just fail that charge, and I'm just like, son of a bitch, this is bad. I tried. I moved up my Nasher Herd. I moved up my Orcs. I moved up my other Orcs on top of the hill because I just wanted to get a better accuracy at other units besides the Phoenix. And yeah, and I actually rallied the 2 Wolf Riders. The 2 Wolf Riders are skimming up on the left side. You can barely see them in this picture. Magic Phase, I got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up 3 dice onto Orb of Blackness, and I put it right here. Now, granted, I'm going to tell you this right now. The orb is actually smaller. It's a 3-inch template, not a 5-inch that size is. But I just put it there. He could still technically see me and do whatever, but I could still, whatever. I think the one bolt thrower wouldn't be able to see me. The other one would, possibly. I don't remember how that would be. But whatever. I go ahead and I use the Wild Hunt, and I decide to move my Nashers over a little bit this way. I actually wanted to turn them around, but he's saying that technically I can't. And it's because magical moves still follows the same thing as regular moves. I was thinking kind of like the Hand of Gork, where you could just pick them up and turn them around which way. That didn't work, though. Okay, so I go ahead and I throw up a couple dice into Shadow Miasma again on this bolt thrower and lower its accuracy again. He lets it go through. I use Shadow Step and I move Kabuto over a little bit. I go ahead and I do Shooting Phase. Oh, I did the Beast Within. I'm sorry. I did the Beast Within onto my Forest Goblins, and that went off as well. And then we're going to go to Shooting Phase. The Shooting Phase, these guys go ahead and shoot at the Queen's Guard. Killed off 2 of the Queenies. And then I try to shoot my there it is. I try to shoot my Doom Diver into the Queen's Guard. It hits him. It clips him. Does 2 wounds. That is all I got. We're gonna go to close combat. Close combat. I'm sorry, these pictures are so blurry. I didn't think they were this blurry. A-Rock goes, or I'm sorry, his Lancers go. They do 1 wound onto A-Rock. The A-Rock goes, fails to wound any of them. The Goblins go. The Goblins kill off 1. The Howdah crew kills off 1. Oh, that sucks. I stick there for another round. He still has a rank and a banner and like a wound on me. A-Rock's hurting right now. He needs some help. Dread failed that charge. He's going to go ahead and start off Highborn Elves turn 3. He's going to go ahead and charge his Phoenix into my Forest Goblins. I contemplated this for a while. I could stand and shoot, but if I stand and shoot, I need to get 4 wounds off, and he needs to not armor save and ward save all of them. I was like, screw that. I'm fleeing. And he's like, oh, shit. So his Phoenix, it really didn't have much to redirect into, and he's going to have to fail that charge. I think he tried to redirect into the other guys, the Orcs, but he couldn't even make it. And he just moves up his Queens over there. He moves up his Lions, and he moves up. When he was moving up the Lion Guard, I was like, oh, I got this. I could charge in. I could double charge, call it the Wog, stuff like that, right? But he moved that Eagle right in my way. That fucking Eagle. I'm staring at it right now like that fucking eagles right in my way. That is some chaff right there. And as I said, he moved up his Queen's Guard over here to take out these two punks. And we'll go straight into Shooting Phase. Shooting Phase, he only gets one hit in with these guys. Wounds once, and I armor saved it. Over here, the bolt throwers are shooting at my Nashers. They kill off one, and then the other bolt thrower goes and kills off four. The Coast Guard here are going to go ahead and shoot at my Nashers, and they kill off five more. Oh, fuck, those Nashers are dying. The other bolt thrower goes, and it hits. He goes for a long shot to my general, hits my general, and I ward saved it. Woo! That scared me. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Over here, he goes ahead and... How does this work? I forgot why I did this. I said I was going to do this for a certain reason. I don't remember what this was. I'm sorry. Oh, they fear me. That's what it is. They fail their panic check. They fear me now. And he goes ahead and swings. He misses a bunch. I think he might have got one wound off, but I got 3 wounds off on him. He cannot do the 6s to wound. And even if he did the 6s to wound, I'm getting armor saves all around. I win combat there. He's not steadfast, but he does stick there for a turn. Alright, we're going to go into Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. Check out the board right now. This is kind of rough. And I think I still try to attempt to charge here. I don't know why. Or maybe I didn't charge the last time like I thought. I don't remember. But Dread's still looking at the flank over there. I decide I'm going to charge the Nashers here into his Lion Guard. I'm going to charge these guys into that one bolt thrower because technically I could still see it. And I'm going to have to take dangerous trains on that. I charge my Orcs into that Eagle. I'm just like, screw it. If he flees, that's great. If he flees, I'm going to be able to redirect into his Lion Guard. If he doesn't flee, I'll just kill an Eagle and I have to deal with the Lion Guard separately. Hopefully the Nashers do good damage. And I did this here, even though I know it's a fail charge. Even though I know it's a fail charge, I do it so I can call out the Wog. So that way my Orcs get a buff. So I go ahead and I do it. I call out the Wog. And I charge in with everything I got going on here. I charge in over here. These guys get in. They're going to take dangerous trains. They pass their dangerous trains, which is awesome. These guys get in over here, and my Nashers have to get in crooked. My Orcs get in like so. And that's about it. Everybody else who fleed passed their panic checks. Magic phase, I got 10 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up the Beast Within onto my Nashers. Make these guys a higher toughness, right? I throw 4 dice onto it. Do not miscast. I'm like, yes. I want him to try to dispel me. He doesn't. I throw everything I have left on Shadow Miasma. And he threw all his dice and dispelled me. This spell right here was so needed against the Nashers versus the Lion Guard, and he dispelled it. Oh, that sucks. That sucks bad. Alright, let's go over here. Doom Divers. They're going to go both shoot at the giant bird, and I get 1 hit in, 1 wound in, and he ward saves it. Over here, these guys, with their Wog extra attacks, kill off this bolt thrower. Oh, man, that sucks. They're going to go ahead and face off the other bolt thrower now. Over here, he reformed his army, and he's going to go ahead and attack, and he gets in another wound. I'm at 5 wounds right now out of 8. I go ahead and I attack back, and I kill off 1 more, and we stick there again. Woo! I failed to charge on my general, of course, by the way. Over here, I destroy the Eagle. I think I did this because I realized the Nasher combat wasn't going to work in my favor after... it wasn't going to work in my favor. His Eagle actually killed 2 of my Orcs, too, asshole. His Lion Guards go, and they're getting, like, some ridiculous amount of attacks in before I even get a chance to go, and they destroy my Nasher herd. They kill pretty much every single Nasher I have remaining, except for 3. I have 3 Nashers left. And I'm like, well, fuck it. If I have 3 left, the only 3 left are the 3 that are surrounding his BSB, and I'm not going to kill... 3 or possibly 1 or none of the White Lions. I'm just going to go ahead and just do all the attacks right onto his freaking BSB. So all 3 of them attack the BSB and kill the BSB. Oh, that's awesome. They killed him. It was crazy. He had to he's like looking at all the armor saves and ward saves, and he's like, ah, shit. I think all 6 attacks hit, all 6 attacks wound, and he tries to armor saves, and he got a couple armor saves. He goes for the ward save, and he like, fuck, you got 2 through. They're gonna blow up, and when they blow up, they eat 1 lion, they eat 1 orc, and that is about it. They blow up. It's gonna start off Orcs and Goblins, or Highborn Elves turn 4, excuse me. He decides he's gonna charge with his Phoenix, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm fleeing. He's like, seriously, you're gonna run through your own guy? I'm like, yep. And he's like, why? I'm like, because you're going to charge with the Phoenix, you're going to charge with the Lion Guard, and I just can't take it. You're going to win combat. So I might as well flee and give myself a flying chance here. So he goes in and tries to charge with, to redirect into Kabuto, and I think I stick to Kabuto. I'm like, screw it, you can't get to me as long as you get to Kabuto, you know? He decides to, yeah, and I don't think he charges with the Lion Guard because of that. If he did charge with the Lion Guard, oh, he did. He charges with the Lion Guard, it pushes him over more, and it pushes him this way closer to the board edge, but he fails charge on both, of course, and, yeah, Kabuto's just standing there, and it kind of looks like that. I think that's about it, really. He does. He redirects the Lion Guard into Kabuto. Kabuto has to run too now, and he pops out the other side. Totally forgot about Longshot up here because it's in the pile of Dan's dead bodies in his graveyard. So he moves up the Sea Guard facing this way towards Longshot, and that's gonna get ugly really fast. He moves his bolt thrower to. Actually, it's not even a move. This is a shooting phase. Shooting phase. He's gonna shoot his bolt thrower right into these guys and kills off both of these guys. He shoots his queen, his bitches with bows at my forest goblins, kills off 1 more forest goblin. He shoots off his other bolt thrower at the forest goblin, kills off 1 more. These guys are gonna go ahead and shoot at Longshot, and they end up doing 1 wound onto Longshot. Close combat. He goes ahead and attacks with these guys. They do another wound. Holy shit, it's getting close, guys. Oh my god. A-Rock goes and he kills off 2 more. 2 more Highborn Lancers are dead. This is getting really like a nail biting over here, guys. And this is how the table looks. It is not looking good for the Orcs and Goblins, but it's Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I rally the freaking horde. They better fucking rally with the general right there. If they don't rally, they're running off the table. Kabuto rallies as well. Whoo! I move Dread this way. I'm like, screw it. He's going to have a side flank or a rear charge in the next turn. Got to think about the future, guys. I go ahead and move up the Forest Goblins right in front of the sisters, or the bitches with bows, grill, right in their grill. I don't care. And I believe the Orcs with the crossbow stick there for a turn. We're going to go into Magic Phase, 7 Power Dice. I go ahead and I throw up a couple dice to Shadow Miasma. He stops me. I throw up a couple dice onto Beast Within, and he stops me. I think I just failed that one. It was 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I got 11 out of 12. That's horrible. Alright, over here, shooting. Look at these guys. Bam, bam, bam! 4 shots. 4 fucking wounds. And they end up doing 2 wounds onto the big bird. Woohoo! That's good. Longshot goes and shoots, and he ends up shooting at the bolt thrower here. Does 1 wound. The Forest Goblins, I had this long and hard thought about it. I was like, should I just finish off those 4 sisters, or should I finish off the big bird? And I'm like, you know what, let's just do this. Let's get rid of the bird. The bird's more points. Sisters are only going to pick off 1 or 2 guys where the bird could kill off a whole unit. So I go ahead and I shoot the bird, and I kill him. Bam! I got like 5 fucking poisons off. He was like, oh shit. Killed off the big bird. Get launchers are shooting into the Lion Guard. I gotta thin out this herd a bit, and they end up killing off 4 of the Lion Guard. That's pretty decent, I guess. Over here, A-Rock doesn't wound him. He wounds me once. Actually, I might have killed 1 guy, I think. But I have 1 wound left, and he has 5 guys left. This is getting really close. It's going to be Highborn Elves turn 5. Highborn Elves turn 5. He decides he's going to charge into my Orcs. I'm like, I got to stand because if I flee, I'm flying off the table. And he fails the charge. Oh, shit! He failed the charge! Oh, shit! He needed like a 6, and he rolled a 4. That made my day. Oh shit. Over here he charged into long shot, and I'm like, might as well just take it. Like long shot could kill that eagle. And they're shooting his bitches with bows, kill off 2 of my forest goblins. His bolt thrower goes and kills off 4 forest goblins, and yeah, they're dying. I don't think they panic though. I think they stick. Over here, I failed to wound him. He fails to wound me. He has a charge and a flank, and Longshot runs this way. He doesn't fall off the table. Actually, I think he does fall off the table. I think he runs me off. Over here, as you can see, I am up to 7 wounds. Oh shit, this is getting close. He fails to get to the 8th wound. I fail to wound a single guy. Oh shit, it's like nail biting over on this side. These guys have been fighting since the beginning of the game. Oh man, it's gonna go into Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Okay, I see it. Dan sees it. I can have Dread go for the rear of these guys and save the A-Rock. I might not save the A-Rock. The A-Rock might just die. I could go for the glory, pin in the lions with Dread and my orcs with the crossbows. They could go on both flanks, and my horde goes right up the gut and take him right in the middle. He does get a lot of attacks. He does get double wounds on my general, but I should be able to handle the onslaught that is. And as long as I can make enough armor saves and ward saves, I got this. As long as, even if he kills a good chunk of my orcs, I should be able to kill off a good chunk of his guys. I got this. So I'm going for the triple charge here. That's what I see. That's my window. That's my opportunity right now. Going for this triple charge. I should be able to take out a good chunk of them, and they're not going to be steadfast. They're not going to be, they have no bodyguard because their guy's dead. Because the Squigs did that job and they killed off the BSB. I'm like, let's do it. I charge in. I get in with Dread. I get in with the orcs with the crossbows, and I roll a fucking 4 at my orcs. Oh shit! Oh, they failed the fucking charge both ways. Oh shit! Oh, this is not how it's supposed to happen, guys. Oh shit! Oh man. Well, maybe Dread and these guys can do it by themselves. Maybe. Over here, I just move these guys right up into the grill of the bitches of bows. Magic phase, I got 5 power dice. I go ahead and throw up all 5 dice onto the Shadow Miasma. And he, look at that, roll. And he still stops it. Wow. I go ahead and I throw the Git launches into these guys over here. They kill off 4 guys. I had like nobody else I could really shoot at. Over here, the Forest Goblins kill off 3 of the bitches. And over here, they failed their fear. They failed their fear. They're like, they get like stubborn and all this other shit with monsters that cause fear and all this other crap. But they failed their fear on Nidhogg. So he thinks he's gonna be slick. He's gonna make way with his guy and call out a challenge. And I'm over here thinking like these guys all attack. If 2 of them get wounds in, and they do double wounds on monsters, they're gonna kill my general. But he goes ahead and he challenges 1 guy, and I'm like, sure, I'll take it. So he attacks. He actually gets a wound off. I armor save it. I go ahead and I attack back, and I just kill the guy. I only think I killed him with 1 wound. I think I just had a bad roll or something like that. I don't know. Usually I put down a marker how many wounds it was, but it looks like it just was 1. My orcs on this side, he ends up killing off 2 of my orcs here. My orcs attack back. They end up killing off 3 of his guys. And, yeah, only 4 guys. He is stubborn, but has no BSB reroll. He rolls the dice, and he rolls an 11. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm chasing their asses down. They're running away from the orcs because they're the biggest unit, and I chase with both. And Dread just eats them up and chases them. They actually rolled like an 11, and Dread rolled a 12. And Dread mows them down and eats the whole unit. Way to go, Dread. Over here by the A-Rock, guys, guess what happened? The A-Rock killed the whole fucking unit. Oh shit! He had 1 wound left and he ate 5 guys on that last turn. 5! It was like poison, 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 poison. He rolls the dice and he got like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. He's like, ah shit! A-Rock won the fucking battle at the end. It's turn 6, Highborn Elves. He ain't got shit left. He has like a bolt thrower. I think we actually, for the sake of the game, like to see how many points he would have got, let him shoot his bolt throwers at A-Rock or Dread if he wants to, and see if he can hit him and wound him, and he doesn't. So basically, turn 6 he couldn't do enough damage to reverse how much damage has been done. Holy shit, that was a fun game actually. It's a big win for the Orcs and Goblins again. If his wizard didn't blow up in turn 2, the game would have been swung vastly differently, just vastly. It was pretty intense. I mean, he did kill off my Nashers, he did kill off Longshot, he did kill off Koopa. I think that's about it though. Oh, and the Wolf Raiders. I think overall my strategy with the bunker with the Git launchers has been paying off. I haven't lost the Git launchers in a long time in battle. The battle between the A-Rock and those Lancers was pretty intense, man. It's like 1 wound, 1 wound, 1 wound, 1 wound, 1 wound, 2 wounds. It's like, oh shit. And the fact that the A-Rock won it overall is just awesome. The A-Rock, whoo, that was awesome. Dread played a very crucial role in this whole game. His leadership bubble really saved a lot of fleeing units, saved the A-Rock from running away, saved the Forest Goblins a couple times. His leadership bubble was really huge. His ability to fly over the building and take a side flank, or I'm sorry, I know that's whatever. Take a flank onto the Lion Guard. That won the game. That really won the game. He just flew over, saw the opportunity, charged in the side, and bam, got it. The Orc Horde. Here's my biggest thing about the Orc Horde. They only got to one combat where they killed an eagle. They are not worth their points. Okay, but the biggest difference is everybody's gonna be like, well, you should take savages. Take savages with spears. You should take this with spears. You should take that, and you should take this. I hear you guys. I always hear you guys. The one thing I'm going to mention right now was he charged me with his Phoenix and he charged me with his Lion Guard. If I was a Savage Orc Horde, or just savages, I would not have been able to flee, and I would not have won that fight. That simple. The fact that I fleed made him waste 2 or 3 turns trying to get to me, and he never did. And my general won it by getting a side flank. If I was savages, I would have hit that fight, I would have killed a bunch of guys, and eventually I would have lost. And if I were to lose that unit, which is like, say roughly 500 points or more because of banners, that fight would have been, that would have swung the points in his favor. The fact that I was able to flee makes me want to play the Orcs on the green, my green skin Orcs more actually, because I have that ability to just chaff them myself. And the fact that I killed an eagle and I didn't have to overrun into the back end of my own Nashers, that's fine. That's totally fine. I just stood there and kind of like reformed myself, pivoted. My Forest Goblins did a really good job. They dealt with some skirmishing sisters for a while. They killed off the Phoenix, which is awesome. My Wolf Raiders, I'm glad that they took out one of the war machines. It was kind of weird. My Goblin Shaman did a good job. My Orcs with the crossbows did a good job. They wounded the Phoenix enough to get it killed, and not only that, but they ended up winning me the game at the end with the side flank into his the flank into his Lion Guard. So those guys get a good boost. Longshot I messed up on Longshot. He was in the corner full of the graveyard bodies. I totally forgot about him. When I did move him, it didn't matter. I didn't get any shots off on the Eagle like I should have. I would have to give my MVP to Dread again. I really like the fact that the A-Rock held down like a 300 or 400 point unit, or however many points that unit is, and killed them all. I think that's awesome. But that's all the A-Rock did the whole game. I mean, he did help out the fact that I didn't get a charge, or he didn't let anybody in into my back lines, which is awesome. He clogged the hole like I told him to do in the beginning of the game. I just put him here, he's gonna clog the hole. He did. But Dread, multiple leadership checks, multiple bubbles that he just had to control and maintain, and then getting that side flank, just getting the flank onto the line guard, and then just running them down afterwards. Dread's my MVP. He took out the bigger chunk, the bigger pointy unit, and the Squigs getting getting the best up runner up award here because they killed that BSB. They killed that BSB. Guys, do you hear it? It's the ambulance. There it goes, guys. I'm gonna wait till that goes by. Yeah, Nashers did good. They killed off the BSB, which was important. And then the best move the whole game was the fact that his wizard blew himself up, and I'll just take that any day. I really wish I had the backlash scroll and I made that happen, so I could be like, yeah, that's why I won. But it's not mine. That was his dice that did that. Dan was really upset, like, he's on a losing streak and whatever. And I said to Dan, I've been on losing streaks, and the thing is, I actually record them and show you guys, and you guys are like, what the hell, But I think that Dan really didn't play a bad game. It's just that his wizard blew up, and, like, in all honesty, I would charge Lancers into the A-Rock and hope that I win combat and make them run off the table. But it just didn't happen. I mean, my A-Rock stood there, stubborn as hell, and just held it down. The fact that his Lion Guards failed a charge, that was extremely easy, and to top it off, my Orcs failed it back. That was just dumb luck. That was just like bad luck on him, good luck for me. So I really don't blame him on that. And then the way he took out Koopa was really cool. I think that was really cool. He blew up my magic item that had the fire resistance, and then he burned my regen off, and I just couldn't do shit about it. It was kind of dumb by me for charging in when I didn't have that protection, but I was a little cocky there. Anyways, guys, that was about it. This was a fun game for me. It was fun to report what happened, and if you guys haven't done so already, hit like and subscribe, and I will be putting up more videos very soon. I'm actually going this weekend to play at the Dice Dojo. I'm actually going to go, or not Dice Dojo, Friday Night Dice. I'm actually going to go in a couple hours with Dan. By the time I make this video, it'll be way later, and by the time you guys see it, it won't even be relevant. But I'm going to play against some of the other guys that live further south than Chicago, just because I need some more practice before Ocon. Ocon is next week, and then right after Ocon, I'm going to Brawlers Bash. So I need to make sure that this list is the list I want to bring, because I gotta send it in by tomorrow, and I just have to be 100% sure this is the list I'm bringing in. So I'm hoping that I have no doubts about it, and I just want to go and practice and see how they do against different armies. My own perspective is I think I wouldn't do so hot against gun lines. I only have one unit that could fly up, or two units that could fly up pretty fast up the flanks and try to get into a cannon, but that's iffy, you know what I mean? Besides that, I do got a game set up against Ian tomorrow. Ian, I like playing against Ian because Ian makes me think like outside of the box a lot during our games. So I'm going to see how that goes. And then besides that, I think that's about it. If you guys like my videos and you would like to support me, help me buy some batteries for my camera, you could always go to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and there's a support button on the right. If you guys prefer not to, you could always contact me and we'll find out another way. But besides that, yeah, share my videos, and I am looking forward to making the next one. Alright guys, take care, peace. If I forgot anything, I'll probably ramble it off again. Alright, later guys.